Alright guys, welcome to another episode of Water Visions where we're going to tackle the Brutal quest for the Nier event. We're going to first tackle the EX2 one because everyone has 9S. Most people have them up. So I want to tackle this one first to help people out. And we're going to try to do this with lower rarity units and featuring 9S. We're also going to do this all missions cleared. So today's missions are going to be: do not hire a companion, more than one KO, defeat 3 or more enemies at the same time, do not use items, and only use lightning units. So that's the goal today. So today we have our lightning team going. Everyone here is free. 9S is free. Everyone else is MR or lower rarity. The point of this video is just try to see if I could do this with easy to level up units, so that way everyone's able to clear them. The units are easy to figure out. The gear, I'm trying to also use gear that's relatively easy to get or doesn't require too much investment. So I'm trying to stick with MR lower gear or gear from free units to see if that to try to help out with that. As for espers and cards, that one's more tricky because there are some UR cards that are tied to MR units. One that comes to mind is the Black Rose card, and that has a bestow effect for Helena, the MR version of Helena. So that comes to mind. I may use that when I use Helena in the win version of this, but I'm not too sure yet. But cards, I'll try to stick with MR lower, or if I'm gonna use a UR card, it's gonna be one from an Esper, because Espers you only could get when you pull their cards. So I'm gonna that I'll leave an exception. Espers themselves, again, they're from card pools. They're not too hard to get. There's always a banner that will pop up every now and then that will give you a chance of getting the card. So eventually you have espers to work with. So there's that. But enough about that. Let's just go over the units real quick. So first we have 9S. 9S here is level 115, Ja level 22. I have him with his main job and his sub job as 1. So you're number 9 type S, and I felt like this was just the easiest route to go to. But going Nightblade or Viking is just as good. Gives him another type to work with, slash attack type. So there's that. But mainly, it just felt easier to just go here because I already maxed out his stuff. You do not have to max out their moves. You could leave them at 15. 15 will prove just as fine. I have his fate up a little bit because he does have a move. Let's see. I don't know if it's in this type or there's a move. Okay, so hacking lowers his attack and magic, but when you have his hacking enhancement support, it adds a chance of stun. So I just have his fate up just a little bit higher just to increase that chance of stun, and that's pretty much it. You don't have to have 60. 50 is the minimum you want if you want to have him with belts. But other than that, he's with his main job as his sub job as well. Hacking is one of his support. His other support is booster system, just so he can have more move and raises agility. And then perfect evade, because any chance of completely evading attack is always good. If you have a reflex character or a character with that type of evade, I always suggest to max it out. If you can't max it out or you're taking it slow, then leave it at level 15 the most, the least, because you want that to proc as much as you can, and it could save your butt. Trust me on that. So there's that. He's on Titan for more pierce attack up. Even though he's on, since he's on Titan, he probably he has. Did I raise this? I don't think I raised his Earth resistance. Let's see. Nope, he's still weak to Earth, but he has more lightning resistance up, and of course water resistant. He's resistant to spear and slash. I don't know the enemy's attack type, so I don't know how much that's gonna matter. But Titan is to increase his spear attacks, pretty much. Then I gave him the Apples card, Memories of Apples. This is gonna give the party AP up, and I need this. I need AP up for the party, so that way they spend less turns using TP moves and more turns to attack. And then the bestowed ability of crit hit up, just to help 9X do more damage. That's pretty much my idea for that. Next up we have Salir. Salir is a double cost MR unit, so her shards will cost a bit more than normal MR units. Just keep that in mind. But she overall is a good MR unit to have because her magic can get up there. Mine's is only at 856, but I'm pretty sure it could get higher if I use better equipment or fit around with this. But I have her her main job, Black Mage, as both her as her sub job as well, just so she can have access to stuff like Thundera and Drain. Lots of people like to have her as White Mage, which is good. That's just as fine for healing power. But we're gonna have Laartlara do the healing, and she just do more of the attacking. Just know if you use her on auto, her chances of using her white magic spells are much less. So just keep that in mind. Her abilities, her support abilities, I'm gonna have her as Shadow Runner just for more luck and agility, and magic attack up just to have more magic. Of course, you don't have to have these at max. Level 15 is just as good. And then her counter is going to be magic counter just so she can do extra damage. Regeneration is good as well. Of course, she's kind of squishy. She doesn't take damage too easily, so I wouldn't rely too heavily on that. Her equipment is going to be Platinum Rod. Mine is at +5. You don't have to have it at +5. +2 is just fine. Just like how I have 9S's spear at +2. So we have that. Oh, I don't even know if I went through 9S's equipment. So here's 9S's equipment. I have his spear at +2. +2 is just fine. We want the lightning attack up to give more oomph to his lightning attacks, especially since some of them are typeless, but they still carry over the lightning element to it. Then we have Bel's Gauntlet, which I believe this came from the Final Fantasy X event. Please don't quote me on that. If it is, then let me know. I forget. I can't remember where everything comes from. So there's that, and then he's equipped with his own Trustmaster, which you get once you get him to 99, and mainly just so he could bestow party members with regen and sleep, confusion, charm. Resistance. I don't know how much that's gonna play a role, but the regen is gonna be nice. So Salir has the Rod at +15. Then I have her with the smart code just for the HP. Again, doesn't have to be a +5. +2 is just fine, but you want the HP. Mine is a barrier, so it doesn't give as much HP, but it should be good enough. But I just have that for the armor. And then for her Trustmaster slot, I gave her Cecil's Trustmaster. Cecil was a free unit at the Final Fantasy IV event, which eventually will come around because Cecil and the other Final Fantasy IV units have to get their EX job, so eventually that will come around. But I have her with this so that she could cast Holy Knight's Cheer, which gives party members attack, magic up, and bravery up. Bravery up helps proc counters more, so that will help. She's on the Ramu expert because this is a lightning expert that focuses on magic, so it's perfect for her. And she has her own card, Envious Magician. Even though the party ability is magic up 30%, and lightning units gets man-eater upon magic attack up, it's mainly gonna be just for her because no one else on this team really uses magic, offensive magic, and the man-eater up is not gonna work too well because I believe all the enemy units on this map are machines, so that's not gonna matter. And then her the card has a bestow ability of cast time reduced up by 100, which helps out because she's a black mage and black mages use cast time with their moves. Next we have Laar. Laar here is gonna be our main healer because she has a sub job white mage, but she's also gonna deal some damage from afar. A lot of these units are resistant to status effects, so none of the poison arrow or charm charge it's gonna work on them. But the main thing is the barrage. So barrage costs 45 AP, which is why I have her with the bells, so that way she could generate the AP, enough AP so she could use barrage as much as possible. Then I also have her as a white mage because white mage spells use TP moves to help build up the AP gauge. So I have her that. Again, don't be timid by the fact that these are all maxed out. Leaving them at level 15 is just as fine. Except for full life. Full life you want to try to max out because full life is just so good. It's only a one-time use per battle, but it's a good move to have. So at least try to max that out. Her support abilities, I have focus to reduce cast time and raise missile attack, which is the reduced cast time works for both her ranger jobs and her white mage jobs. And then ranger lore is just so I could have more range on my range moves and more accuracy. That's pretty much it. Her other support moves, you can have deadly mastery if you're trying to make her an attacker, so that her crit rate is up. If you're facing Doom characters, which I don't think anyone here does, any enemy casts Doom, then you want to have March of the Saints. I wouldn't worry about Pierce Mastery if you're not using her Lancer job. And then her counter ability would be Reflex because, again, anything that gives your unit a chance to survive, especially if they take 0 damage, is worth maxing out. Plus, her other counter abilities aren't that great. Regeneration might be worth it because now that she has an EX job, she can take hits a bit better. But Reflex is where it's at. So there's that. Her equipment, she has the Platinum Bow. Mine is only at +4 because I didn't feel like going to +5. It didn't really serve a purpose, but other than to raise this. But defense piercing rate at 10, that should be fine. Again, if when this event comes around, I suggest you farm this. It's not a bad bow. Sage's hat, I just gave it to her so she just could have more chance of evading. Mine is at +3, but that should be fine. And then Ziza's bell. Ziza is a UR unit. However, you could tame her through one of the metal shops. I believe it's the friend one. If it's not the friend one, it's the guild one. I can't remember off the top of my head. But because she's there, it's easy for any player to get her maxed out without investing too much Vizier. And with bells gives AP restoration every turn for about 3 turns. And Laar does have AP issues. And I need her to cast Barrage so I can get that 3 enemies killed at once mission. Laar is on Tetrasilpha. Mine's only at 2 stars. I know there's a 3-star variant, but I haven't tackled any of the expert missions. I mentioned this in my last video. I will be going around to that, but I just haven't had a chance to really do that. And then she's just holding the Orchu card just to get the party pierce attack up. It's to help the both 9S and Alum with their pierce attack, but it does give herself attack up 16%. Mine's only at 4-star, but it's just to be fine. I haven't gotten all the shards to max that out. In due time though, so not worrying about that. Alright, next up we have Alum. Alum here is a Dragoon main job. She's gonna help 9S build some trains up, or vice versa. Plus she has jumps to her attack. See, I don't have them at max. I have these two at 15. Her Dragonkin raises her own attack. I have that at max because having stuff like this maxed out will give you the most benefits out of it. But plus 15 is just as fine too. Or level 15 is just as fine. Just as fine. I put her dual gunner subclass just so she could gain more TP skills like smokescreen, and to partner up with Laartlara if I need to. So there's that, and she has access to a firing stance, which helps Laartlara do more damage and gives her defense piercing up, so she could do more damage. So her supports are going to be tune up for more agility and defense piercing up, and HP up just for more HP. Then her support ability Dark Shadow comes from her assassin job, which if she gets hit, boosts up her evasion rate for 3 turns and gives her boost in her CG gauge, which means she's more likely to go next after it procs. So there's that. But she's here because she just helps support 9S with damage. That's pretty much her role here. She's also equipped with a +2 of 9S's weapon, because she's lightning as well. They use a spear, so why not? I have her with Mithril armor at +4, just for the HP, nothing else. I don't think the strike resistance really matters. And during her first turn, she's gonna use Mont's Trustmaster reward, Rally Cry, which raises agility to party members. So that's gonna be that. That's gonna be her first turn. She's equipped with Ifrit, because Ifrit also gives pierce attack up and has pretty good attack power for an Esper. I don't know if it's the highest, but it's good enough. And then she's with the Sanctum Assassin's card. So this card gives party unit attack resistance up by 15, which means that when a unit takes single target damage, regardless of the type of element, it's going to reduce some of that damage up. So this is mainly for my tank, which I'll get to soon, and then for everyone else to try to survive hits as well. The red ability, light unit evasion up, that's for light units. No one here is light, so it doesn't matter. Bestow effect is evasion up, just to give her a bit more chance of evading. I'm not trying to do evasion, but she does have some built-in evasion in her, but I'm not worrying about that. And then finally we have Ravius, I can't pronounce her name. I'm gonna call her Ravi. Yeah, Ravi for sure. She's gonna be our tank, so her sub job will be her main job Paladin, just so I can get Sentinel and Taunting Blade. I really wish Taunting Blade was part of her main job, but can't. It is what it is. Her other sub jobs are Thief and Samurai. Thief is a good sub job for her because she has access to Steal Time, but I need her to tank for this one, so she's gonna be my tank. Then she has Holy Knight's Protection for more HP and defense, and Thief's Lore for additional move and more agility. Her counter is going to be Paladin's Guard. That way she could just take even less damage. And she's equipped with Golem, because I did take a peek at the starting enemies in this battle, and there is an Earth unit enemy in there, which will probably be a problem because everyone here is weak to Earth. So I gave her Golem, and I made sure that Golem had the Earth resistance nodes on, so that way I could turn her negative Earth resistance into a positive Earth resistance. So that way she could help. She could take better damage when that Earth unit. I believe it's Eve. That's the Earth unit, or Adam. I don't know. It's one of them. When he comes in to attack, she could take the attacks a bit better. And then she also has 44 defense. Like I said, I believe everyone does physical damage in this map, so I'm not too worried about magic. Her equipment is pod 153. This you get from the bingo board, challenge board, for this Nier event. So if you haven't completed that board yet, I suggest you do. It's an accessory that gives unit attack resistance up by 8. This does stack with the party ability from the card, so this will help her take hits even more. I suggest trying to get this to 5-star. It's not a type of armor piece or accessory that you have to plus. You just have to awaken, so I suggest doing that if you can. I gave her the Holy Knight shoulder plate plus. It's at +5, but again, +2 is just fine. This one has vitality. That way she could have just more HP to her. Missile resistance doesn't really matter. I don't recall what event gives you that, but when the event comes around again, I highly suggest you level that up. And then for her Trustmaster slot, I gave her Dariel's sword. Because she's Paladin job and Taunting Blade causes a lot of AP, I want her to have as much AP as possible, so on turn 2 she could use Taunting Blade. Turn 1 she's going to use a TP skill, Saintly Wall. That's the goal. Use Saintly Wall because that's the highest TP move she has. When you use a TP move, the half of that TP move's cost goes into your AP. So if the cost is 40, you gain 20 AP just for using the TP skill. Dariel's sword gives you more AP up. So when I use that Saint Wall, I won't get 20 back. I'll get more than I believe I get additional 6. Let's see, additional 6. So I'll get 26 back. And plus with the card, the Apple's card, I'm gonna get even more back. So I'll get additional 6. So I'll get at least 32 AP just from using Saintly Wall, which is not bad. Again, I need her to Taunting Blade turn 2, just so as the enemy unions come towards me, they can start attacking her and leave everyone else alone. And then I gave her the Vow of Love card just so she could start with Hate Generation up. That way I have at least one free turn of not casting Taunting Blade. And if they're faster than me, they could try to go after her first. And the card itself gives attack up to the whole party, which almost everyone's a physical attacker. And since everyone's a lightning unit, everyone's critical evasion's up by 15. Critical evasion is pretty much your chances of getting crit is less. That's pretty much what it is. Oh, and this card gives slash attack up by 20. She's not much of an attacker, but that's gonna help when I do Taunting Blade, because Taunting Blade is an AoE, and I want to be able to kill 3 things at once. So that's the team. Let's get into the battle. Again, we're doing this on manual. Alright, so we already got one of the units going fast. I believe that's let's see. Let's see if I can go over there. This is Adam. So that's Adam. This is Eve. Eve over here. Click on him. There you go. So Eve's the one with the Earth unit. So he's gonna be the problem one, at least as far as I know. But he's the one I'm worried about. So alright, Salir starts first. So everyone's bunched up together. I'm just gonna cast Holy Nice Cheer, so that way everyone's attack up. But I won't move her forward because I need Ravenous to go forward. I should have formatted the positions a bit better, but I just left it alone. It's fine. So Alum's next. I'm gonna have her cast that, so everyone's abilities up. So there's that. Now 9S's turn. I'm gonna move him over here, so that way he can cast his curative field to at least give Ravenous regen. Because she's a tank, I want her to make sure she tanks. Alright, so
Alright then. Let's get
he's
this
moving
over
up.
with.
So Laart's turn. Let's see. Move. Laart. She's gonna cast that.
Leave it to me.
That way she can get some auto AP up. All right, so they're moving in. A lot of people are water units, so should be okay. These guys teleport when they attack, so that's why I want Ravenous to be able to move to the front. So I'm gonna have her move here, not too far to the front, and I don't have enough to cast Taunting Blade, so I'm gonna do Saintly Wall first, and hopefully these guys will bunch up around her, so that way she could take some hits. So there's not really much I'm gonna do here with Salir. Oh man, I'm still trying to get used to scrolling with this thing, because this is not a mouse, sort of say. Alright, so that I can't scroll. I'm gonna have Salir just wait it out, to have these guys move closer. Alright, so can I? Let's see. I'm gonna move over here. Nope. Not attacking. We're gonna do
Leave it to me.
Rally Cry one more time. Alright, so see, okay, so he moved up, he hit Ravenous, but she took it like a champ. So we're pretty okay on things. Nope. I just need to be able to scroll. That's the only downside I'm having with this feature, that it doesn't let me scroll much. Okay, there you go. That's how you scroll. Alright, I figured out how to scroll. Alright, I need him to move up a little bit more, so I'm gonna cast Protect onto her. Let's see, what can you do? Shield deployment. Okay, Spirit. So this is why 9S. I suggest anyone who has him to level him up, because he's a good support unit if nothing else.
It seems like I can do a lot of killing now.
Alright, so these guys should, yep. See, they attack while they teleport.
Everyone, you can do it.
So now they're in a prime spot where I could try to do some damage to them. So let's see. No, I need to move up so I can do more damage. No, I'm trying to move. I want to try to hit 3 at once. Let's check also the action order. So okay, I'll be able to get off before they move. You know what? We could just weaken them and then do a single target attack. Cause I gotta try to get the 3 kills as one mission. That's gonna be the hardest part of this. All right. So she should have Taunting Blade. See how I have enough for Taunting Blade. So I'm gonna Taunting Blade him. That way these 3 have damage. Or can I no. Alright, so Taunting Blade so that way he takes some damage. I'm hoping Laart's barrage can kill these 3. Let's see. So I'm just gonna move up here. Actually, let's move over here. No, let's not move in Laart's way. What can you do? Horizon shot. That's only gonna get 2 targets, right? Well, it gets 3 targets, but it won't kill him. So yeah, that. Let's see, split shot. That's still only gonna get 2 targets. Yeah, I need to get at least 3 targets. Let's see. Let's try to. Oh, that's gonna kill. Alright, they're in an awkward position. What if I move here? I just want to move here. I'm still trying to get used to controlling this. What if I split shot here? Or horizon shot here? Will it kill these guys? No, they're gonna survive. I don't want to rapid fire. Split shot? No, he's gonna survive, so we'll just kill this guy. Wait, hold on. Will I get a hit? Will I get a hit? I think so. It doesn't let me check. It's so weird trying to scroll with this. I have my phone connected to the Elgato. I'm trying to get used to scrolling, but Android has this weird thing when it comes to this. We'll just try it. Hopefully he doesn't move. Alright, I need Laart. Laart should be able to barrage. So let's see. Yeah, she could barrage. I need her to hit. Yep. Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3. Alright. Alright, so that mission is clear. Now all I have to do is just make sure I survive. And everyone else just needs to die. So we have this guy to deal with. What does this do? Lowers age, cancels ability, and lowers agility. Let's see, linear shot. Yep. Alright. He did. She's taking the hits pretty well, but he did a lot of damage to Laartlara. So now let's see if I can take care of these guys. Flare does. Is this flare done? Flare is gonna do that much, so I'm just gonna flare to try to see if I can target this guy. Alright, I gotta jump on him. She's taking the hits pretty well. Alright, so I don't have another taunting blade to go with, but doesn't mean I can't. I'm gonna Sentinel. No, because I want a taunting blade again. So I'm gonna do another saintly walk. And then turn this way, so that way. Then Alum, I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna normal attack him so I could get some AP. Laartlara, since they're in a pretty good position, I might be able to barrage these guys. So let me see. Can I barrage from here? Will that be good enough? I don't want to hit ravenous. Yeah, it's gonna hit ravenous. Let's see if I target this. No, it's still gonna hit her. And that's gonna hit 9S. But that's not too bad. Yeah, this is gonna do damage. Let me move up a bit and let's see. Alright, so this is a better position. I'm gonna be able to kill the monk. Eve will take some damage, Adam will take some damage.
Don't be so timid.
Alright, so now we just have Adam and Eve left. So Adam's gonna go next. Let's try to build up some chains. Just gonna do thunder because he's gonna go next. I don't think I'm. Alright guys, so yeah, I lost some audio when I was recording. I don't know how that happened, but yeah, we're just gonna post commentate the rest of this. So all I did was cast thunder, and then Eve did his attack, and now I'm just thinking here what I'm gonna do with 9S. But pretty much my idea was to build up some lightning chains so I could take him down. Because if I didn't take him down, then he was gonna be a threat, or I felt like he was gonna be a threat. Like already some of my units were low on health, but that's the idea. So here I'm just trying to figure out how I'm gonna go about tackling this. So I tried using stun hacking to at least bring his attack and magic down to lower his defense. I tried to stun him, but it didn't work. Then Adam here attacks, and Laart's evasion reflex activated, and Ravi was able to take it like a champ. So that wasn't a problem there. Because Eve's HP went to a certain amount, that's how those two skeleton guys appear. I didn't think they were coming, so I didn't really know about them. So I wasn't too worried about it. My goal was still to try to get Eve down before I tackle Adam, because I wasn't too worried about Adam. Adam's water and everyone is resistant to water. So here I was trying to figure out if I could use my gunner attack to attack Eve, and I was explaining during this segment how gunners line of sight work, and pretty much unlike rangers, gunners shoot in a straight line. So if there's something that's in front of their target, that person's gonna get hit instead. They don't have arcing motion like Rangers do. So I was trying to see if I could still hit Eve while 9S was in the way, but there was no way, so I just decided to just go with a jump attack and hope it landed. Now here I wanted to cast Taunting Blade, so that way I could generate hate again. Then I decided to move towards the skeletons because I didn't want them to be a problem. I wasn't too worried about Adam, and since his turn wasn't coming up, I felt like I had enough time to try to go after, to try to down Eve before he had his turn. Here I realized that Laart was low on health, and I figure I cast healing, so that way I could heal her and Salir. So that's what I did there. Then Adam takes his turn. He goes after Rari because she has hate up, and then because I generated some elemental change on Eve, Alum's jump attack was able to knock him out easily. So now here, I figured now it's time to go after these skeletons. Salir was in the right range to hit them without moving, so she'll be able to heal from Laart and still do some damage to them. With 9S, I decided to go after. It was time to go after Eve, but I wasn't too far. I thought it was out of range, but hacking puts him into a nice decent range, and I was able to get the stun off here, which was crucial because I wasn't sure how much damage Adam would do to Ravi, especially with those skeletons there. I don't know how much they would do either. So here I wanted to get in range with Alum to attack, but I wasn't in range, so I just used Smokescreen to up her defense and evasion. Here, Laart, I wanted to try to down those skeletons before they had a turn, so I had enough to do one last barrage, and I was trying to figure out how to target the skeletons without hitting anyone, but I just decided to just go after, just to do it and hope Ravi survived, and she did. She was very low on health though, but because Adam's stunned, I wasn't worried about her dying from Adam as long as I got her healed before that. Salir does Ramu's evocation ability, so the field now helps lightning units do more lightning damage, and I believe everyone's magic's up as well, or attack and magic up. This is why espers are good, because they help engulf the field with these types of abilities that will help sway the battle. So here it was just time to get Adam down. He had some sort of barrier that allowed him to take 1 damage, and I was afraid that he was gonna turn, so I decided to try to do some heals here, and I ran into I double checked to see if the mission was that I could not take any crystals, because sometimes there are missions like that to not pick up crystals, but that wasn't the case here, so I was free to pick up the crystal, and that's what I planned to do with Ravi. I went to pick up the crystal so she could have more health, so if Adam goes after her, she could take it, because I wasn't sure how much Adam would do or if he did any special attack. So he goes after her. She took it like a champ, so it was fine, and now it's just a matter of just taking him down. So here's a perfect example of what I said, line of sight. So he's out of range of my gunner ability, but because I can target 9S here, he's in the way of targeting 9S. So because he's in the way and I can target 9S, I can hit confirm. He's gonna get hit instead of 9S because he's in the way and he's the one I want to go after. So this is kind of a way to cheese the gunner range thing, but just keep this in mind that because they shoot in a straight line, their counter abilities of preventive fire and counter shot are kind of bad, because if your allies in the way when you proc those counters, they're gonna get hit. So you want to keep that in mind. It's good for manual play. It helps you be able to hit targets you don't normally hit, as long as you're creative that way. And auto they just run around until they get into a range and hit. So that's just a little tidbit if you play on manual and you like using gunners. Just target something that's in this line of sight but further away, and most likely you'll hit a closer target. From here, and then this is an example of how rangers, when someone's in the way, they just arc over the unit to hit the unit. So that's like the difference between a gunner and a ranger. But here I just finished the job up because he's the only one left as far as I know, and as far as I knew, and I took him out and I got the quest clear. So that's all missions clear. That wasn't too bad. I thought it would be a little bit harder than that, but I pretty much did enjoy it because I wasn't sure what to expect, and I'm glad I did that. But yeah, that's pretty much what happened. So yeah, sorry, the audio just got cut off when I was recording the last session. I think I accidentally pressed the button on my keyboard because I have hotkeys for recording, and I accidentally pressed the wrong button. But that's pretty much it. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Look forward to the win Brutal quest. All right, see you guys next time. Laters.